comic plays like all over the city. Please give it up for Tim McHale.
One more time for your host, everybody. Yeah, cool. Have a seat. Oh, a hug. That's very nice. Let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 29 years old. I like being 29. Reason why I like being 29 is I've looked like this since I was 19. Yeah, this doesn't make sense at 19, dude. I look like the worst undercover cop ever. Okay? I used to be an actor. I stopped doing that because I like money. When I was acting, I would get cast in like significantly older roles my entire life. You know what I mean? Because this, you know. Like the first professional acting work I ever got out of college, I was 22 years old. I played the father of Anne Frank. During the show, the girl who played Anne Frank was also 22, and off stage, we had sex. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Do you guys ever have sex with somebody and then pretend that they're Anne Frank? Do you guys ever... I'm just asking. Because I pursued acting for a bit, I've had to have like side jobs. You know, like a bullshit, like when you're a substitute at the same high school you graduated from, that's a side job. You know what I mean? Like I used to work for a luxury yacht line. That was really cool. That was cool. I used to work on boats that operated at Chelsea piers. They're beautiful. You cruise through the harbor, you'd see the beautiful Manhattan skyline, you get champagne, cheese, all that. And this lady, you get assigned a table for this, right? So this lady I was checking her in one day, and she comes up to me, and I'm like, all right, ma'am, you're gonna be at table C, like Charlie. That's the name of the table you're gonna be at. And she was like, is that a good table? And I was like, yes, ma'am, it's a very good table. You're gonna get a beautiful view of the Manhattan skyline. It's gonna be gorgeous, all that. And she has 2 adult children with Down syndrome with her. That's not the joke. And she was like, okay, but is this table a good table for people with Down syndrome? And I had no idea what to say to that. You know what I mean? So here's what I said to her. You guys tell me if I fucked up, okay? I was like, yeah, that's usually where we put them. I don't know. Thank you. I have a girlfriend currently. You don't know her. She goes to another school. No, she's cool. Her dad is like my favorite person I've ever met in my life. Like he's this like tough Midwestern dude, and when he first met me, he assumed that I was just like this big liberal pussy. You know what I mean? And he was like, but he was being nice to me. He was trying to like relate to me. So I was at his house for the first time, unprompted. He just kind of like walks up to me. He goes, I just want you to know something. In this house, we don't say the N-word. Which was confusing to me because in my head I was like, did I say it? Like, why did he... How do you say that to me? Thank you again. I have a fan. Thank you. I also I'm trying to watch more like movies now. As I get older, I'm trying to and not like Marvel shit, like film. You know what I mean? Like something with that type of shit. You know? Can I say? And the problem is like you have to like talk to people. You have to like get recommendations. You can't just Google this shit. It's you have to like really. You have to ask your friends who like movies what you should watch. And I think we can all agree that people who are like film buffs, they're the fucking worst people in the world. Okay? You go out to someone like, hey man, what should I watch? They're like, have you seen the Moonlight Accords? You're like, no, what is that? And they're like, it's this 1938 Japanese classic that was filmed on napkins. You're like, shut up. I'm not gonna watch that at all. It sounds fucking stupid. Can I talk about the boats again? I want to talk about the boats again because you guys are cool. This is not okay what I'm about to say, but it's going to be fine. So we had a vaccine mandate. You guys remember that? I don't know if you guys have paid attention in the last every day of your lives. Yeah, we had a vaccine mandate, and for the boats, you had to be vaccinated to go on the boats. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I would work in the office, so I'd field phone calls from time to time. This lady calls up. She's like, "Excuse me, I'd like to go on one of the boats, but I'd like to bring my brother. What's your vaccine policy?" I was like, "You have to be fully vaccinated to go on the boats, ma'am." She goes, "Okay, I want to bring him, but you have to understand, he's unvaccinated because he has cancer." And I was like, "I'm really sorry to hear that, ma'am." And she goes, no, I don't think you understand. My brother he's in a wheelchair. And I was like, "All right, ma'am, I understand that, but the policy says," she goes, "No, I don't think you understand, sir. My brother is also partially blind." And I had to put my foot down with her. And I was like, "Listen, ma'am, under no circumstances can your brother go on any of our boats." And she was like, "Why is that?" And I was like, "Listen, ma'am, none of our boats have ever sunk. But with his luck..." We just can't take any chances. My name is Tim McHale. Thank you so much, everybody.